Okay, well, let's make sure everything's working, I guess. Yep, and it's working. Good. Alright, stream's up and everything. Good, 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 good. All 20 drivers on the or in the lobby. Good, good, good. I had to take a bit of time to get going, but get going because even before I even got started, I lagged out. So, yeah. Thankfully, that's not the case. Well, hopefully, it won't be the case for a while. Who on earth is Kizza? That's a new name. Direct Dutch stuff. I'm gonna guess that's Dutchy. Is it Dutchy? Yeah, it's Dutchy. Okay. Hope so. Okay, so Kizza's one of the reserve drivers. Right. Oh. Shoot. Sorry, that's my bad. Sorry about that. Alright, looks like Bags is going to be joining us here. And there he is. Hello there, Mr. Liddell. Decided to join in late. Alright, so that means we now have 20 drivers on the grid. Now we do. Now that I've put myself properly in spectator mode. Alright. Looks like we're all good. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Good. Good. Hello everyone and welcome to round 11, the penultimate round of the Pacific Open Series Tier 1 here on Race Spec Esports. I'm K997, your commentator for this race, and this time we are racing at the Miami International Autodrome for the Miami Grand Prix. Introduced into Formula One 2 years ago in 2022. Lies the 5.4 kilometer racetrack of the Miami International Autodrome located in Miami Gardens, Florida. It's become now, actually, as we all know, as the 12th, well, I guess you could say most of us, have now recognized it as the 12th different U.S. venue to host a Formula One Grand Prix. The significance of the racetrack is that the track lies around basically a car park, in some essence, around the Hard Rock Stadium, home to the Miami Dolphins, a team in the National Football League. But lying around this racetrack basically has a lot of technical sections and lots of long straights. 3 DRS zones around the racetrack, one down the main straightaway towards turn 1. The other one's at the exit of turn 8, lean on towards turn 11, and then the final one is at the exit of the Mickey Mouse chicane of turn 16, laying down the long back straight towards turn 17. Ideally, turn 1 and turn 11 and turn 17 are the primary overtaking spots on the racetrack here in Miami. But also, the track is not the greatest in terms of reputation for racing as of the recent couple of years, of course. Probably the worst area track, I would say, in the entire existence to any sort of racetrack is definitely what I said before, the chicane, the Mickey Mouse chicane, known as turns 12 to 16, which provides absolutely nothing whatsoever. But other than that, there are some spots to overtake. It's a setup that the drivers will have to use with a bit of a balance setup with some low downforce, of course, for the long straights, but enough downforce as well to cope with some of the technical sections of the first sector and, of course, the little bits of the middle sector. Now, before we go into qualifying, there is just some news to go through. First, from the previous race at Imola, which was only one report that came, and that was an incident that was involving Eagle, that was involving a penalty removal. The stewards say that there was no further action to it, as the removal was declined by the race director was not submitted. So the final results from the race last week remain completely unchanged. In the Drivers' Championship, it's Sebastian Spicer leading the way on 177 points, followed by Matt Plevy in second on 174. Dada is in third on 158 points, followed by Grid Jokes in fourth on 131. ACW in fifth with 130. The top five are still within the championship fights. Realistically, though, it'd be mostly the top three. Grid Jokes and ACW are in mathematically, but they would need a really big result for something big to happen in this Grand Prix. Spicer can claim the championship, however. He just has to outscore Matt Plevy by just about 29 points, and Dada, I would say, by about 14 or 15 points. In order to claim the Drivers' Championship. And of course, obviously, not have Grid Jokes outscore him by about maybe about 15 or 16 points or more. In the other bits of the standings, T-Mac is in 6th on 100 points, followed by 7th on 84. Al in 8th on 73. Blake Stevenson in 9th with 68 points, sorry. And Apollo Pepsi rounds it off with 61. Excuse me. In the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes are leading still on 307, followed by McLaren in second on 289, followed by Ferrari in third on 242. Alpine are in fourth on 154. Red Bull Racing in fifth on 145. AlphaTauri in sixth with 113. Alfa Romeo in seventh with 85. Aston Martin in eighth with 78. Williams in ninth with 54, and Haas rounds it off with 42 points as Eagle sets the first time on the board there with a 127.4 to kick off qualifying. And I'll get the rest of the stuff up. Oh, let me change that, of course. Yep. Gotta change that to kilometers per hour for the Pacific audience. There we are. Hello there, Ferrari Pro. Yes, we are in Miami, as you can clearly see. Cloudy skies here in Miami as well. Funny enough. Wouldn't be shy of a rain in the forecast, considering that we are in Florida. As Baggage goes to P2 with a 25.5. Paul Pepsi there, he did that lap on the intermediate tires. You can see there with a 32.2. Spicer, though, setting the benchmark there with a 26.5 in the top of the timing sheets. Keza, I think that is, with a 26.855. 3/10 behind, but still a pretty reasonable lap to kick off. But not as dominant so far as Spicer's lap there to kick off qualifying. But still, we got plenty more drivers to get through, of course, here in qualifying. Matt Plevy's about to start flying lap. Let's take a lap guide around Miami. and give you a proper tour of the racetrack here. Down the main straightaway, DRS wide open before the start-finish line towards the first corner. A little bit of a dip, and then back up a little bit of a little uphill crest through turns 1 and turns 2 and 3. It's a very tricky section of turns 1, 2, and 3. Up towards now the left and right sequence of corners of turns 5 and 6, 7 down to 6 through those bit of corners. And then the long left-hander turn 7 and the exit of turn 8, kept in 4th gear around that bit of the track. Up towards now the back part of the track towards turn 11. DRS wide open. A flat out at speeds of 337 kilometers per hour. Braking hard down to 3rd. Kissing the inside apex. Kissing again the inside apex of turn 12. Up towards now turn 13. Down to 3rd gear. And clipping the curves. Clubbing a lot of the curve there at turns 13 through 16. And then again, it's another DRS zone underneath the overpass. DRS wide open again, which will be another tight braking zone. Again, speeds 337 kph down to 2nd gear. 2nd gear, short shifting up to 3rd at the exit of turn 17. A little bit of back end slide. Keeps the car pinned to the right hand side. He crossed the line there to set a 27 flat. So that's only good enough for P6 at the moment. Ryan Bell goes to P5 with a 26.9. ACW with a 26.8. Blake Stevenson with a 26.8. Levi in 7th with a 27.3, along with Baggis and Eagle Baggis combined. Preza with a 28.4. And so far yet it's to see any more times on the board. Dutchy coming around the left-hander of 7 and 8. Very tight sequence of corners around that fake marina section. It's basically fake water in real life, if you ever want to know out of curiosity. Bit of traffic though for the Aston Martin to negotiate. Thankfully some of it gets out of the way. Hey, through 11 and 12 around the right-hander of turn 12 through this beach club area. Now into 13, 14, and then 15 and 16, keeping it at 3rd gear. What a 1-4 for Dutchy, looking quite reasonably quick, I'd say there for the Aston driver. As he heads up towards now turn 17, entry speed 332, I think that was, kilometers per hour. Bit slower than Matt Plevy there down that back straightaway. As he'll cross the start-finish line, what will the time set? It's a 26.7 for Dutchy. Only about nearly 2/10 off, over 2/10 off of Sebastian Spicer. Grit Jokes, meanwhile, is on a flying lap as we speak. Dutchy's teammate Sam is on a flying lap as well in the other Aston Martin. Heading through this insignificant Mickey Mouse chicane. Quite literally the worst bit of racetrack into human existence. It is dreadful. Now, I'm not a big fan of that section whatsoever. Just provides literally nothing. Entry speed 332 kilometers an hour. Same story as like his teammate as he heads around the sequence there of 17, 18, and 19. Flat out. Crossing line set a 27.2. Puts itself into 8th. Meanwhile, Grid Joke's about to set his flying lap. Crosses the line. 27.8 for Grid Jokes. Let's see here. Keza on an outlap at the moment. Ryan Bell, same story. Waving about there as you saw, again some temperature to his start again. Of course, something he typically does. Starts off with a backhand slide as he now heads down the main straightaway, using a lot of the left-hand side of the track. I don't often see drivers ever do that, but Ryan Bell does exactly that. Kept it in 4th gear all through turns 1, 2, and 3, and then into turn 4, and then now through the left-hand is a 5 and 6. Look how fast that car goes through that sequence. It's just amazing how Formula One cars can go so quickly through that section. And he's up by 98 thousandths to the first sector as he heads up towards now the back area, through the back area of the racetrack towards turn 11, slamming the brakes down to third, and then keeping the car pinned to the curbs there, to the painted curbs more specifically. Down to the uphill crest of 13, 14, through 15, and 16. Clock says for Bell, he's actually lost time in that middle sector. He's actually lost nearly a tenth to that middle sector. Down towards now the third DRS zone. Entry speed 339 kilometers per hour. Down to third, short shifting up to third. Back end sliding again, twice as a matter of fact, at the exit of turn 17. Towards the line he comes. He does find a 10th, but it's only good enough for 7th for now for the 26.8. I think Eagle just improved there as well not too long ago with a 26.9. Kez has invalidated his lap time. Spicer, our current pole sitter at the moment, down by 21,000, but can he find any time? Back end sliding as well for him in the Merc, just like Ryan Bell did a bit ago. Does he find time? The answer is no. He misses out on improving his time. As ACW goes back into the pits. Farmer Sam up by nearly 2.5 tenths to the first sector. Around 12, 13, and then into the chicane of 14 through 16. Actually, I think I might have said before that was 13 to 16. I take that all back. As Dada goes to the top now with a 126.503. 600 quicker than Sebastian Spicer. Farmer Sam, though, heading up towards now the end of the lap. Around the left-hander, the most significant final turn of the racetrack. Through 18, 19, crossing the line. It's good enough for third at the moment with a 126.777. And I think Midas there has just crossed the line too with a 27.6. I think Bags as well too has crossed the line to 27.5. So currently, top 10 separated by about 0.4 of a second at the moment. Blake Stevenson on a lap, 3 thousandths up. See, they're trying to get a bit of sneaky slipstream from the cars, slowing down on their out laps. Oh, I think he might have clipped the curb. Either he clipped the curb or he might have had a back end step out there through that sequence. And he threw the chicane. What will the clock say for Stevenson? I think he lost time there for sure. Yeah, he has. He's down by just over 2.5 tenths. Yeah, so he definitely lost time in that lap. Yeah, I don't think anyone else is out and about at the moment, so it's just one of those little lull periods, I guess you could say. Just waiting for everyone to get back in the garage. Get ready for another run shortly. I think we still got about, I don't know, maybe about 4 minutes to go. Or close to that. If Farmer Sam wasn't out of fuel, I definitely would tell you. 3:19 I just saw there. Okay, so we've got about nearly 3 minutes to go here in this quali session. Right. There you go. Farmer Sam back into the pits. Pepsi has come back out as well. He's on the out lap. He's currently sitting in 18th with a 128.3. Al is the only one on the grid that has not done a flying lap as of yet. He could be maybe saving that for last, or maybe not. I don't know. But we'll wait and see. Alright, so Paul Pepsi out and about, as you can see. Levi also out and about. Same with Grid Jokes, same with Eagle. And pretty much everybody else is going to come out. Hopefully, they'll manage to keep themselves within a decent amount of space. That way we don't have any sort of crit penalties. Oh, I might have commentator cursed that there. Yeah, because knowing this game, if you're one of your tires, of course, with how the game is coded, yeah, people tend to get too close. And then end up doing a lobby restart, which we don't want to do. Alright, so Pepsi will be, by the looks of things, will be the first driver to set their final flying lap. Al is not coming out of the pits whatsoever, so he will start from last. And now Paul Pepsi will start his flying lap. Towards turn 1, down to third gear, hugging the inside apex, through turns 2 and turn 3, finding as much traction as he can. Using a lot of the outside bit of the track, as he now heads up towards turns 5 and 6, 7th gear, down to 6th, down to 5th. That is so amazing. That camera shot, just seeing how quick the cars just go through there. Oh, as Apollo Pepsi has spun out of turn 8, facing backwards. Oh, you don't want to do that, you'll get disqualified. I think he's going to get disqualified by the looks of things by doing that. Hopefully that doesn't impede anybody. Meanwhile, Dutchy up by 7 thousandths to the first sector. He's right now just about a couple hundredths behind his teammate. See if he can find any time. He's about just over 2.5 tenths behind Dada, who's currently our pole sitter. Meanwhile, he's coming up towards the end of the middle sector. What will the clock say for him? He's up by a tenth. Spicer's on a flying lap as we speak. Farmer Sam's just about to get ready. Same with Dada as well. T-Mac is up by a 10.5 to the first sector. Stevenson coming up to the end of the first sector as well. What will the clock say for him? He's up by 86 thousandths. Meanwhile, the Dutchy hay around the turn 17 corner through 18. And now it's a 19. One more corner remains. Crossing the line. It's only going to be third still. He's going to jump up to third. That's only good enough. T-Mac is done with qualifying. He's invalidated the lap. Let's see. Keza up by half a second to the middle sector. My goodness. Ryan Bell has decided to retire, so he's not going to go further forward into qualifying. ACW up by 64 thousandths. Keza, can he get it? Pole position? Oh my goodness me, what a lap. A 126.1. Can anyone challenge that? Spicer up by a tenth. Dada's up, no, he's down actually by 39 thousandths. Oh my goodness, what a lap. ACW down by a tenth of a second. Spicer about to cross the line. Is it going to be enough? No, he misses out by nearly 2 tenths. Sam is down by 3 tenths of a second. ACW not improving on the lap, I don't think. Plebs is up by a tenth of a second, crossing the line. 9th position for him. ACW about to cross the line. Does not improve. Farmer Sam, I don't think will improve on the lap at all. Yep, he will stay where he is. And Dada goes back into the pits. But it's Keza on pole position with a 126.190 at the last gasp, who was not even close to the top of the timing sheets beforehand, I don't think, if I recall. Finds the time good enough to get ahead by just over 2 tenths. He found about half a second, over half a second actually, a matter of fact. It was over half a second to 5.5 tenths. I can't remember quite exactly. But yeah, that's an insane lap. Oh, that okay. Well, now I've just learned who it actually is. It's Potsy. Rightio. Okay, so Keza, or Potsy as he actually is, will start on pole position. Spicer in second, followed by Dada. Dutchy, Sam, Vagus. Thank you for another invite, ACW, by the way. T-Mac, Stevenson, Plebs, ACW, Bags Liddell, Ryan Bell, Eagle, Levi, Grid Jokes, Combined, Midas, Prezzo, Apollo Pepsi, and Al. Okay, so Apollo Pepsi did not even disqualify himself. After going facing backwards. Radio. Race time. And it is partly cloudy by the looks of things here in Miami. Well, we'll see what the racing does provide. Yeah, usually the virtual side of things does tend to be a little bit better compared to the real life. At least in my opinion, in terms of the racing side. Alright, here we go. 5 red lights for the Miami Grand Prix, and we are underway here in Miami for 29 laps around the Miami International Autodrome. Good start from Potsy as he heads around turns 1 and 2 and 3. Spicer and Dada side by side through turns 2 and 3. Spicer gets the position in front. Dutchy, meanwhile, battling away with his teammate a little further back as well. ACW also battling with Levi. He's actually dropped a place to Ryan Bell as they head through the sequence of 5, 6, and then through the Marina section of 7 and 8. For the first time, Apollo Pepsi has spun, I think. Or someone's got off. Oh, what is this contact? They were combined. A little bit of action further back as well. The Ferrari is also changing places as well. I think that was Bags actually that spun, not Apollo Pepsi originally. Meanwhile, the Bagus and T-Mac side by side. 3 abreast into turn 11. My goodness me. It's T-Mac, Plebs, and Bagus around the corner. It looks like T-Mac stays in front. Plebs in 7th right behind. Spicer is spun! Spicer is spun! In the Mickey Mouse chicane at turn 14, he's dropping down to 19th place. That is going to be a big implication for the championship. Meanwhile, though, Dutchy gets by Dada. He's up into P2 in the race so far. Oh, look at the action here behind. Ryan Bill sending it down the inside of Bagus into turn 17. There's contact, and I think Bagus might be in a bit of trouble here. ACW, as he goes into the pits. He was alongside ACW, that's what I was going to say. I think he might have got damage from that little bit of sequence. And I think Spicer spun or something like that. Was it? Oh, no, that was Bags. I think that spun again. Well, I saw someone spun around. I wasn't sure which one of the two it was. But yeah, Bags is now in the pits. He's got damage too. But already, action already on the first lap here in Miami. And Potsy, meanwhile, has got a 2.7 second lead. He's got a big cushion right now compared to everybody else. Side by side, that's T-Mac and Farmer Sam heading through turn 10. The Alpine gets in front. He's up into now 4th position. Oh, that's close. Well, that someone's going to go very deep on the brakes there, if I'm totally honest. Alright, up towards the chicane we go. Through the chicane of 13, and then 14, 15, and 16. Al. Oh, there's damage, I think, there too. Or something like that, I'm not sure. Alice spun. Was there damage? Or was that the great, what was that flag that I just saw? I thought there may have been carbon fiber. I'm not entirely sure. Meanwhile, that's close. Ryan Bell sending it. He is looking for something there at 17. I don't think anyone got damaged. I think that was just the flag I got mixed up. I thought it was a bit of carbon fiber that might have come off of somebody originally. Oh, look at that. Look how deep on the brakes Ryan Bell is. Really trying to get by this Ferrari in front of him. He's in a Ferrari sandwich though. This DRS also is enabled, so obviously if you're within a second to the car in front, you'll get the aid of the rear wing opening for the use of DRS. That definitely will be a warning, I believe, for Bell. He had 4 wheels over the curb there at turn 8. Alright, time for the rear wing to unleash itself here. Dada will have DRS, and same with T-Mac, as they'll follow the way down towards turn 11. There goes the McLaren. Oh, that's... Oh, my goodness me! I thought Fletch was going to get really close to T-Mac. I saw how fast he came into the corner. My goodness, that... thankfully I didn't involve in anything worse. Alright, down towards the back straightaway. Towards 17. Dutchy will now have DRS on the McLaren. Will he line up a pass here? T-Mac looking for something there. Not quite close enough as Bell sending it in on Farmer Sam into 17. Can Farmer Sam get the traction? Oh, he cannot. Not enough traction there. Bell though was very squirrely at the ace of the corner. He gets through though, as Plev's going down the inside, I believe there, of T-Mac. Again, another scrap between these two. Nothing doing there. Up towards down turns 5 and 6. There's the tires for everybody. Everyone's on the hards apart from Bags, who's on the mediums. As Potsy's left the session. Oh wow, that's not good news. Not good news for him, at least. Yellow flags are out of sector 1. That's for Haas. That might be Prezzo, I think, that spun there at... Oh, hang on. I'll focus on my eyes on the action here. Dachi there. That's the bell for second there. Dachi gets in front. I was going to check and see where Prezzo was spun. I think he spun at turn 7 by the look of the mini-map. Around 16, there is the ghosted car of Potsy in the full flesh of the cars behind. And speaking of that, one of those cars is Dada getting through. Prezzo is out of the race, crashing out at the... Oh, that's so close! Bell really outbraking Plebs. As the leaders come in, well, some of the leaders come in. That's Dutchy and T-Mac. I was going to say Prezzo crashed out at the Mickey Mouse chicane. Wow, that's quite early if I'm totally honest. Right, so they're going to opt to go to a 2-stop strategy. It is a quicker strategy, though, with this situation of fairness. The only problem is there's track position. That's the main problem. But Dutchy came in for the mediums, same with T-Mac, ACW, Grid Jokes came in as well. Al stayed out, and I don't know why he is slowing down. And that's because of the game glitching. Cool. Bags also comes into the pits, trying to make the most of his pit stop. Bags stays out for track position. So Spicer on the soft tire, interesting. So the one that's leading right now is Potsy's ghosted car. That's from Potsy, if he will be there. Dada, Bell, Plevs, Farmer Sam, Blake Stevenson, Levi, Combine, and Midas haven't stopped. Top 9 haven't stopped. Everyone else behind has stopped. Yeah, pretty much as we may have guessed, top 9 are going to go for the usual one-stop strategy, but the ones that did pit are opting for the 2-stop. Like I said, it can work. The only problem is the track position, because of obviously where they are at. Dutchy obviously is the lead driver that has pitted in 10th position. But yeah, around Miami though, it's a bit of a tall order. But with the fresher tires, you'll have the better grip compared to the hard runners in front. They'll be on slightly older tires that doesn't have that much grip also. I think Levi might be in AI mode, judging by how his inputs are. Baggers, I think, has just come out of the pits there too. He's onto a fresh set of mediums. Yeah, still a bit early into the race. Lap 6 of 29. Did not take long for our first safety car. Little still shot. They're looking over the Hard Rock Stadium of the oh, well, that's part of the racetrack, of course. No, it's outside of it. Like I said, that stadium is home to the Miami Dolphins in the NFL, or the National Football League, as football fans would know. Alright, safety car is back in this lap. The Potsy's ghosted car that will leave the field, but I think realistically Dada will obviously take the race lead. He's got a very feisty Williams right behind. Oh! Cars hitting each other a little bit there. That's because Dada's trying to oblige to the AI, because he's not supposed to overtake the car under the restart. But anyway, there you go. We're back at the green once again, as Bill goes to the inside of turn 1. Plev is also Plev's fighting away with Farmer Sam. Farmer Sam being sandwiched by the two Ferraris as they head through turns 4 into 5 and 6 they go. Bell right behind Dada as they make their way through the little bit of the corners. Plev's also overtaking Potsy's Ghost. Same with the other cars behind. Now we head towards turn 11. As the Williams now has the slipstream. He's looking to get by the McLaren very quickly here. Towards turn 11. Can he get him here? The answer is he will. Oh, now braking himself. That's Plebs. Oh, he goes back on the racetrack in a very audacious matter. Farmer Sam goes through side by side into the chicane. There is Levi and Blake Stevenson. Dearie me. How on earth did they not end up in the wall? After all that, I have no idea. But both got through, as Levi is now side by side with the Ferrari. He gets through. Car shuffling about to get slipstream as well. Blake Stevenson looking to the inside, not close enough. Down the inside though, goes combined. Lane movement there by the AlphaTauri. And through goes Dutchy with those fresh set of mediums. He's up to 7th. T-Max up to 9th. ATW up to 10th. Spicer up to 11th. And few cars in the pits already. Wow. How on earth have they gone in the pits this quickly? What the? For front wing changes? Majority of front wing changes. Oh my goodness. I think they might have broken their front wings during that safety car restart. That's probably what happened. Look at the long list from Midas all the way down to Baggis. From 13th to 19th have to pin him from new wings. Wow, okay, that makes a lot of sense of why they were pitting that early. That's very unfortunate though at the same time. Dutchy side by side with Levi. Oh, that is so tight. Into turn 11. I thought he might have not given him enough racing room. Yellow flags are out, I think, at the front of the... No, it's actually at the back of the whole queue there. At turn 7 and 8. Yeah, I was looking at a different queue on the map, mini-map. Side by side, Ryan Bell and Data up towards 17. Williams out trying to outbrake him here. The McLaren, though, does have the better exit out of the corner. He gets in front. He's back into the lead. As we head up towards turn 1, DRS is now enabled again. Bell up towards turn 1. Not quite in a position to overtake just yet. Oh, but the car steps out there at the exit of turn 3. Fortunately, though, keeps it on the road. As we now head through 5 and 6. Dutchy overtaking Plebs there. That's for P4. He must have overtook it before the S's. Look how quick Dutchy is on those medium tires. That's the big difference there between the fresh mediums and the old hards. Meanwhile, other action at the midfield as well. Oh, I gotta get my eyes on the battle here as well. Oh, down the inside goes Plebs into turn 11. Not quite close enough. There was a little bit of shuffling in the midfield. Wasn't quite able to pick up on who was doing what in that sort of bit. Up towards now turn 17. And Dutchy already up to third after making his pit stop. He needs to get by these two to make his strategy perfect. As Bell goes down the inside again, locks up and goes way too deep. As he has to overshoot. He overshot the corner there. Dutchy around the outside. Contact. Oh my goodness me! How did that not end up in a big accident? I don't know. As Bell goes down the inside at turn 1, he shoves up Dutchy off the road up towards turn 3. Dutchy, though, around the outside, he takes the lead of the Miami Grand Prix. Oh, his Bell goes right back into turn 5. He doesn't make the move, though. He doesn't have the grip compared to Dutchy. Oh, my goodness. He's not afraid to get his elbows out whatsoever. As T-Mac and Farmer Sam go and exchange places there. T-Mac gets in front of Sam. Meanwhile, up towards turn 11 they go. Plebs is coming around the outside, nearly 3 abreast. Plebs trying to get by Alpine. He also trying to get by the McLaren as well. Up towards 11 as Ryan Bell takes back the lead. Up towards that 11, shuffling about. Plebs, T-Mac, ACW, and Farmer Sam side by side through 12. Up towards turns 13 and 14. Still shuffling about. Farmer Sam and ACW battling away through the chicane. ACW has to concede. He's back behind the Aston Martin. Oh, up towards now turn 17 we go. Ryan Bell has DRS, closing at a rapid rate of knots. Gets by the Aston Martin, up to first he goes. Still battling away on those old hard compound tires. Dutchy, though, not making it easy as well. Up towards now turn 1. He's got DRS, but they're still side by side towards turn 1. Dutchy should have the better advantage. Oh, that was contact, I think. But Dutchy gets through. He's got the better grip. Ryan Bell does not have the better grip compared to him. He has to concede. Oh. Let's take a pause there just for a brief moment. Oh, his Bell's going wide. Has he got some kind of issue? He's gone overtaken by Data, and T-Mac goes through as well. Up towards turn 11, Bell's right behind. Look at the speed he has got in that Williams. That thing is a rocket ship. As ACW and his teammate Spicer battling away at turn 12. As ACW gets back in front of him. Alright, down the back straight. T-Mac right behind Dutchy. Does he have the DRS? No, he does not. But he will be in range for it once they get onto the main straight. Oh! I think I didn't get a quite good angle. I think he was close there. As Players now goes through ahead of Ryan Bell. Ryan Bell is struggling on those older tires. Well, not to mention as well, Dada is and Pleb's also the same strategy too. Down the inside goes Farmer Sam. Battling away with ACW into turn 3. Farmer Sam gets in front. Oh, that's close there. Whew. Although that looked like I think that was Spicer and Stevenson battling away as Belkit picks up a penalty. Multiple warnings as ACW goes through at turn 8 down the inside. He's up and down 5th place. Goes the Mercedes-Benz. I think Ryan Bell may want to think about pitting in this situation here. T-Mac down the inside into turn 11. Alpine gets in front. He's now up into the race lead. ACW and Pleb side by side through turn 11 as ACW now gets in front. He's now up into 4th. Oh, he clobbered a lot of that curve there at turn 15. Could be a warning, I think, there for the Mercedes. As Al gets up into 12th, trying to make up any sort of recovery there. He spun at the Mickey Mouse chicane, of course, as we saw in the beginning of the race. Oh, as T-Mac gets cut off there by Dutchy there, down the back straight. Dutchy gets through, back into the lead. The clouds are looming in here in Miami. I wonder if there is some sort of wet weather forecast in store here for this race. In the later part of the race, that is. Oh, running wide there. That's Bell there in the Williams. I have a feeling... Oh, hang on. I'll hold that thought for a brief moment. Farmer Sam and Spicer battling away through turn 7 and 8. Stevenson has the outside line. Oh, this is really tight. Really, really tight between the Ferrari and the Merc. Spicer, though, has the better drive. He gets in front. Also gets the compliment of DRS. Ryan Bell moves back into 5th ahead of Plebs. I was going to say, I'm thinking the reason why maybe some of these hard runners are still out there is that's exactly why. As we just seen there on the camera lens, it's starting to rain. So the rain has come here in Miami. It's now turned into mixed conditions. Plebs DRS towards turn 17. Dutchy gets in front of T-Mac there at 17. He's back into the lead. Yeah, so the two-stopper, the ones that, well, not the two-stoppers. I thought they were going to be two-stoppers. That's just the ones that pitted under the safety car. Made the correct call, I'd say. Into the pits go Spicer and Stevenson. So it seems like I think they're going to take a bit of a gamble as Midas is doing the same thing on the intermediate tire. So they gotta pray that this times to perfection. Through 8 we go. ACW right behind Data here up towards turn 11. Closing with DRS. Not by enough though. Not to attack at least. Yeah, it's not significantly wet yet. Not enough, I'd say, for the inters. But we'll see who's got a right and who's got a wrong as Eagle gets by a bowl of Pepsi. Great Joke's out, crashing out at turn 8. That has brought out another safety car. So now this gives the opportunity for anyone that has not bid yet for the intermediates to get in on the intermediates. This is actually really screwed Blake Stevenson and Spicer, really. Because they bidded early to go onto the intermediate tire. Alright, Dutchy's in. Same with T-Mac. Same with Dada. As I am experiencing horrific lag. Wait. Oh. Yeah, of course. I don't know what's going on in the pit lane with that. Wet tires for combine. Interesting. Wait. Hang on a minute. T-Mac, medium tires. ACW on the mediums as well. Hang on a minute. Soft tires. Wait. Hang on. Hotsy staying out. Oh, okay. Intermediate. I thought there was someone paying for the soft for a brief moment. No, everyone's on the intermediates. Apart from 3 or 4, actually, I should say. Potsy, who's not even in his car yet, combines on the wets. I don't have Potsy on my friends list, so I can't necessarily. Sorry. I mean, it doesn't matter. He's joined back anyway. Well, I probably would say then D-Mac and ACW have shot themselves in the foot. Combine really has to pray for the rain to get harder, nor for the wet tires to work. Potsy, well, we obviously know that situation. Okay, he is back in his car, so yeah, he'll have to go in, obviously, to get onto the intermediate tire. No chance you're going to be doing that sort of racing on the hards. 14 lap hole hards, mind you. But yeah, with that crash as well, Grid Jokes Championships hopes is officially over. So that now just leaves down to 4, then potentially to fight for the championship. As it stands right now, championship would not be clinched at all. And into the pits goes Combine and Potsy for their respective pit stops. So Combine will go onto the intermediate tire, same with Potsy. But with these two, I don't know what they're planning. Although I have seen weirder things in this game, where even if there's spray, for whatever stupid reason, the slick tire somehow is an effective tire. Jeez, Dutchy, Tokyo drifting as much? I saw what you were doing there. I don't know, Theman, what are we seeing? Well, basically, a whole lot of something, I guess, in this race. That's what we're seeing here in Miami. There's gimmicks in real life, and well, there's gimmicks so far in this race. Well, are we gonna have a late call from the safety car? Because Maya still has to catch up. He's at the end of the chicane. The rate it's going, I don't think it'll be coming in. No, it shouldn't be. No, we're gonna go for another lap. Good. Yeah, no reason for there to be that sort of case. Into the pits goes Plebs and Spicer. For what? Mediums? Really? Medium tires. They're doing exactly what T-Mac and ACW are doing. What the hell is going on here? As Vincent Barry would once say. Gotta get some NFL references like while I can, since we are outside of Hard Rock Stadium. I do not have telemetry whatsoever to know that. Although if you want telemetry for the other bit, that's the telemetry I've got for you. The thing is though, I don't see this game dry. I mean, judging by how the rain is, it's gonna be like intermediates for a while. Although, if let's say the rain does end up being dry quickly, like it stops raining and whatnot, then yes, that benefits the slick riders, being T-Mac and ACW. Two laps too early, you say? Well, we'll see if it guesses correct there, Theeman. But anyway, safety car is in this lap with just about 12 more laps to go by the time we get back across the line. It's still raining out there, so I probably would say the slicks are not going to be suitable here. Let's see what happens. There we go, back under green for Miami. Lap 18 of 29. It's Dutchy that leads. Down the inside goes Dada, and same with a few others as well. Ryan Bell and ACW side by side. Yep, the Mia tire has not worked. ACW is tumbling like a stone at this point. Now it goes through. Oh, it's side by side was Al and Levi. Levi nearly getting caught up in something there with Al. As they head through turn 8. Side by side now is Farmer Sam and T-Mac. Yep, as you expect, the slicks are not working whatsoever. Ryan Bell also going through, and of course, with the Williams being a complete rocket ship, goes around the outside of the pair. Into turn 12 they go. They're still side by side. Oh, there's contact! Dearie me! Between Sam and Ryan Bell. Al gets a penalty for multiple warnings. As they now head down the back straightaway towards 17. T-Mac looking to the left-hand side. Trying the best he can to defend. Aldo going around the outside. Oh, it's tight. If he can try to get to the pits, he's blocked off, so he can't do much of anything. Into the pits goes Levi. He must have sustained damage, and same with Combined. They also have sustained a bit of damage. In fairness, though, to T-Mac and ACW, they haven't dramatically dropped off, actually. They're still there, and actually the rain has stopped. Look, no more rain on the camera lens or the halo. It's all gone. So maybe they were correct on this. Side by side, I see a little further up. That's Al and T-Mac. Yeah, so T-Mac is in a very, very good position here to take the race lead. Because these drivers are going to have to pit back onto the slicks. Up towards 17 they go. Yeah, look at that. The track is drying up quickly here in Miami. Down towards 17 they go. Al down the inside. Oh, that's so tight between him and Sam. Sam has to concede. And there goes everybody into the pits as T-Mac is going to take the race lead. here in Miami. What a strategy call from both T-Mac and ACW, and Matt Plevy and Spicer as well, because they pitted onto the slick during the safety car period. I thought they got it all wrong. I was wrong. They got it right, and they are now in the top 4. Not only that, but with a big gap as well to Dutchy and everybody else behind. Yellow flags are out in Sector 1. Who's that spun? That's Stevenson. Stevenson is spun at turn 3, leading up to turn 4. Gets going again, though. Action elsewhere, though. Oh, hang on. These are between the two championship leaders here. Oh, it's Plebs and Spicer make contact. Levi and Ryan Bell exchange places there on the leaderboard. And look at the gap they've got. 9 seconds, nearly about less than that now, between Plebs and Dutchy. T-Mac, though, has got nearly a 3-second margin between himself and ACW. There goes Plebs to get into 3rd place ahead of Sebastian Spicer. There is ACW as well. Meanwhile, though, these were the leaders of the race. They're now battling for 5th. Oh, it's Dada and Dutchies are battling away there through 17. Dada manages to keep the position ahead. Ryan Bell right behind Levi. This might have a bit of action here. Knowing with Ryan Bell, I've seen on a few occasions so far in this race. And through the sequence of 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Oh, but runs way too deep. Maybe getting the car washed out a little bit thanks to the dirty air. As Spicer is gonna... Well, I thought he was going for a move there for a second. Guess he wasn't close enough. Bell, though, well, with that rocket ship of the Williams, he's up into 7th place. But has a penalty carrying his name. Now, the only thing that would change in this race is if there is a safety car. That would make a big change in this race. Yellows are out again. Farmer Sim. He's had a moment, I think, there at the chicane. As Dada and Dutchy still battling away. 5th place goes to Dutchies. He's now up into 5th. Dada still behind. They're trying their best to catch up to the cars in front of them with those soft compound tires. Farmer Sam and Bags of Delic staging places there. Yeah, Dutchy, Dada, Levi, Al, and Eagle are the only ones that have pitted for the soft compound tire after the pit stop where the rain had stopped in this race. There's ACW. There is Plebs and Spicer. The overspeed of the DRS is real. And my God, was it real enough. And look at that. They're already within DRS touching distance of ACW. It's both Plebs and Spicer. Look at that. They are close. Farmer Sam, I think, and Bags exchange plays the same with Combined and Bagus. Here comes Spicer back into 3rd, ahead of Plebs, with the aid of the DRS. There is T-Mac. He's 2.5 seconds up the road at the moment, as Levi and Ryan Bell again exchanging places here for 7th position here. Bags and Farmer Sam still exchanging places. Levi sets the fast slap, but here comes Ryan Bell to go around the outside as Potsy sets the fast slap with a 29.7. Alright, well now ACW is now into the mix here. He's been caught. DRS now enabled there for the Mercedes on his teammate. Up towards turn 11. Well, I think I heard a bit of wall scraping there. I think knowing the championship implications, I think maybe ACW would be obliged to let his teammate through. Considering he is in a fight with the man that's right on his gearbox. Only 3 points separating them. Here we go, towards 17. Plebs looking interested. ACW tries to block. Oh, there's contact between the two. I do not believe it. Again, ACW and Plebs have come together, and that's the result of Plebs getting damage and going into the pits. I do not believe what I'm seeing here. The championship has now been blown open for Plebs. And I think it, well, blown open being, I'd probably say blown into smithereens at this point. It could be blown into smithereens, maybe. Down to 14th, 16th, out of the points. I cannot believe it. Of all the people that come together again, it's ACW and Plebs. Yet again. And it has brought in huge championship implications. Alan Levi there. Spicer gets a penalty. Multiple warnings. Well, there's definitely going to be something behind closed doors, I imagine. That goes through. 4th place is his. Yeah, this definitely makes things now a lot easier for Spicer to win the championship. At the rate he's going. Well, of course, that also depends on this guy too, Dada, because he's also in the mix of this championship. Up towards now turns 5 and 6. Oh, backhand sliding for Dachi. Backhand really complaining there at the exit of turn 8. Up towards now turn 11, not quite close enough. Dada has caught up to ACW. Maybe ACW got damaged as well with what happened between him and Plebs. Down towards turn 17. Oh, there's contact there! Oh my goodness me! Dada's been punted by Dutchy there at the Mickey Mouse chicane. He's tumbled down to 8th. I think Dutchy might have damage from that too as well. I definitely saw some bits of front wing, I think, come off. Yeah, I think he has got no end play on the left side of his front wing. Unbelievable. Literally everything that can be thrown for Spicer to win the championship as best he can, I guess. All for stuff to go down. So yeah, these two carrying, I think, some damage or something. Let me look at ACW's car. I didn't quite get a good look. If only I could not get a good camera shot. Oh, and down the inside goes Ryan Bell. Well, obviously that makes sense because Dutchy has no front end downforce. Well, Bell now has a Mercedes in his grasp. Oh! Back end completely complaining there. Ugh. Yeah, I think... Oh, hello. Bump. Bump and barge there. Down towards 17. DRS will be open for Ryan Bell. Here comes Dachi as well to be into the mix. Carrying a whole lot of speed as well. Oh, goodness me. Fighting even with a bit of end plate damage. Here comes Bell to the inside. Turn one. Gets it done. He'll be able to pull away now. Yeah, quite interesting there. Quite interesting. 3 more laps to go of this. You got 2 ailing cars. Well, at least I feel like it's 2 ailing cars. Oh, look at that understeer there from both of them. Well, here comes Al. He's going to be in the mix. Oh! Oh my goodness me! How on earth did those 2 not end in the wall? I do not know how they did not end in the wall in the back straight. Al goes down the inside and cuts the corner as well. Contact as well between him and Levi. Down towards 10 is 11 and 12. Jeez, these guys are not afraid to get their elbows out here today. Like, this race has just been quite ridiculous in some aspects. I would say it's been great in standards, at the least. 'Cause, yeah. I mean, yeah, earlier we've had some drama. Like, a lot of action that happened. But now it's just like, I don't know. It just, it just feels like some drivers are just being, just some of them at least being complete desperados. And now Al's got damage because he's hit the back of the Aston Martin. Here comes Levi to go through. Oh, jeez, that's so tight. Goodness me. Goodness me, you guys. Up towards 10-11 we go. Down the inside comes the Alfa Romeo. He'll try to fight even with the front wing damage he's got. Blake Stevenson sets the fastest lap. Look at the argy-bargy and banging going through here. Dachi being a complete roadblock now at this rate. Alright, well, we're getting close to being the final lap of the race, and Spicer's actually catching T-Mac at this rate. Side by side behind, that's Potsy. Oh my goodness, Potsy outbroke himself completely there into 17. Goodness. That could have been very bad. Alright, we're on the final lap of the race. Here comes Apollo Pepsi. Not quite close enough, though. Looked like he might have had something there for just a brief moment. Up towards now turns 5 and 6. We go. Long Lord of cars. Look at this here battle here. Levi. Oh, just cannot find a way through. Dachi's just been a complete roadblock, as I've been saying, with that broken end plate. No downforce whatsoever. Al going to the right hand side. Side by side action behind as well. Oh, that's so tight there. Dada and Potsy also doing the same. Al gets a penalty for multiple warnings. Al will have to concede as well. He'll have to concede. Definitely for sure. Potsy gets a penalty as well. Meanwhile, out in front, though, Spicer has caught up, but it's too little too late for that sort of matter. Even with the penalty, it doesn't matter anyway. T-Mac is going to cross the line and win the Miami Grand Prix. Ryan Bell will claim third position, but who will get the rest? Up towards now the finish line they go. Side-by-side action I see there between Donna and Apollo. Dutchie gets fourth. ACW fifth. Levi sixth. Pepsi seventh. Dada eighth. Plebs in ninth. Great recovery after the incident. Potsy 10th. Eagle 11th. Al 12th. Farmer Sam in 13th. Baggers 14th. Bags 15th. Midas combined, and Blake Stevenson will round it all off. And the championship fights will, I believe, continue. But now Spicer will have a much bigger margin than probably what he would have anticipated. Spicer given driver of the day. I guess that's pretty reasonable. Honestly, though, I would give it to T-Mac, though, just for executing the strategy. That was a great strategy call at that time. Whilst they were on the slicks, whilst it was raining, I thought they might have got it wrong, but nope, I was wrong about that. He was right. And it got him the win here in Miami. Spicer getting second. And Bell from, I believe it was 10th on the grid, finishes in third. Well done. Oh, no, sorry, 12th on the grid for Bell, not 10th. But anyway, there are your results then, the unofficial results then of this Miami Grand Prix. T-Mac, Spicer, Brian Bell, Dutchie, ACW, Levi, Apollo Pepsi, Dada, Plebs, Potsy, Eagle, Al, Farmer Sam, Bagus, Bagsadell, Midas, Combined, Blake Stevenson, Grid Jokes, and Prezzo rounds it all off. Oh. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. What a night that was here in Miami. We had a whole lot of that, that race. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was the greatest driving standards, if I'm totally honest. Just that last bit of the race felt like pure desperados. But in the end, I guess we get through it. We got through it somewhat. Well, I think with that, folks, I guess it's time to end the stream once again. Until then, I have been Katie 1997. Thank you very much for watching the race, and congratulations once again to T-Mac on your race win, first of the season as a matter of fact too. We'll see you back next week for the final round of the championship at the Autodrome Jose Carlos Pache for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Take care, everybody, and goodbye.